Hello and welcome again to my YouTube channel. And today I've decided to do a blind spot reading to find those hidden areas where you're not quite sure what's going on. I'm here to shed some light on that today. And as always, if you'd like to leave your comment below, if it helped you at all, if you'd like to support the channel, the link is down below. So without further ado, this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. And this is pile number 4. So give yourself a moment and decide which one resonates most with you, and then I'll get started with the reading. Hello, pile number 1, and the stone that you chose was black obsidian. And when I see black obsidian, I think about the process in which it was created. It comes from a volcano. It's natural forming gas within the fire form, the volcano form. And so pile number 1, I'm getting for this that there has been events in your life that could have been chaotic or explosive, but ultimately it helped shape you into the person you are today. Just because you come from a circumstance or circumstances in your life where things were completely changed forever, it has really formed you into this person that you are today. And that's what I really get with this obsidian. And another thing too, if you're into scrying and stuff, and if crystal balls don't really resonate with you or pendulums, try black obsidian. That actually might help you. Just like some people are not great with meditation where it's guided and they have to think of going this way and that. For some of you, it might be more helpful for you to be like in the void, in the darkness, because that's where you find the most peace. So these are the messages I'm getting for the black obsidian, group number 1. All right. So let's find out. Let's find out what your blind spots are, group 1. And also another message I'm getting for you, group number 1, is don't be afraid to try new things that might excite you but also make you fearful. Try those things out, baby steps. It doesn't always have to be like the full jump into the pool, but try different things. It might help you. Ooh, that one's pretty feisty. So let's see what we have here, group number 1. The freed man, which is the Fool. The 4 of Coins, which is the 4 of Pentacles. The Ace of Baskets, which is the Ace of Cups. And your blind spot is the 9 of Coins. All right, so that's like the 9 of Pentacles in a traditional tarot deck. So I'm getting that there's something new that you've been wanting to do, whether that has been your mindset, for example, with this 4 of Coins. You may have had a tendency to hold back and hoard things and keep things to yourself because you might have been afraid of the repercussions of doing different things. But ultimately, you're gaining a lot of freedom from that. You're choosing to move forward in your thoughts and your actions, your ideas and your emotional fears that might have held you back from certain things. You know, security becoming insecurity, needing that fresh new perspective and start. That's your conscious self. And again, this unconscious self, like I was saying with how you used to hold back. Now you're actually, because you can see this figure, he's water witching. He's looking for water. There's the Ace of Cups right there. Whether this is trusting your intuition and instincts to lead you into better relationships, whether that's romantic or friendship, or just trusting in this new beginning, this excitement that you can trust, healing from distrust into being able to move forward and healing and love and trusting your gut to lead you to those good things. And that's the part of yourself you conceal, is you're really excited for something, for this new beginning. You know, and those who are there for you will support you, group number one. Don't hold back because of other people. And then your blind spot is the 9 of coins. So, becoming more confident in what you're doing, holding your head up high, speaking your truth, living your truth, knowing what's good for you, pursuing it, and that making you happy, because now you have a sense of purpose that's not just, you know, a 9 to 5, but something you really, really love and gets to be in your career as well. That's what I'm seeing here, group number one. And I'm going to pull you a fairy card as well, just for a little bit more clarity. And I'm clearing my throat. That's another message. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Speak your truth. That is so important. Yeah, and we have number 26 in this fairy deck. And this card is all about just maintaining your balance. Not getting trapped in those heavy fears and bogged down emotions about things that have may occurred in the past. It won't this time. You just need to remain balanced and focused on your goal. And you know, when I see that base there, I think practice makes perfect. So anything you're working on, living in joy, living your dream, enjoy the process as well. Be kind to yourself, but remain vigilant and constructive. That is the balance. Yeah, because here you got the Son of Coins on the back. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of preparation that goes into what you're doing. But if you plan, that's part of the balance, the work ethic as well. If you plan and continue to be vigilant with that, you will be successful. You will develop more self-sustaining attitude. What's the word? You will persevere, yes. Long-term goals, you will meet them as long as you balance and continue to put in the work as much as you're enjoying it. Work and play and balance. On the back, you have 36 here, and this one's all about celebration. You know, if you're someone who's more into spirit guides or orbs, or like even if you're into fairies, whatever you choose to believe in, the spirits are around you celebrating because you see that bridge. It's been such a long journey, so much gone through, so many things ripped down in order for what was better to come through in your life. And the spirits, your guides, the fairies, whoever you believe in, is there celebrating you and cheering you on. So you have that spiritual love and support. So, group number one, whatever it is that makes you excited and happy that you want to do and pursue, do it. Spirit has your back. Have a wonderful day, and let me know if this benefited and helped you in any way. Stay blessed. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So, you chose the agate holy crystal here. And every time I see this one, I've had it for a very long time. It always reminds me of an eye, very, very clearly. When I see this stone, I always think about perspective, focus, shift, you know, and if you look up close, you might not be able to see it, but if you do search like agate, it's known for having its many bands and layers. And so, because you see the crystalline and then the colors within. So maybe what you're not seeing, group number 2, is that there's many different layers. Everybody has their own story. Considerations of how certain perspectives affect other things in your life. So that's what I'm getting from this. And also, if you're someone who wants to buff up on their psychic gifts and abilities, your oversight might be geared to, more physical, mundane things that might actually affect your success and going deeper and expanding your psychic gifts and abilities. So that's the message I'm getting with this crystal, group number 2. Let's take a look. In group number 2, another message I'm getting for you is sometimes silence is the best response. I'm not sure what context that fits, but I'm sure that resonates with someone out there. All right, you got a lot, group number 2. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Coins, triple eights. Well, double eights rather, but you know what I mean. Unconscious driving forces. We have the 6 of Sticks, the 3 of Sticks. Part of yourself you conceal is the 2 of Knives. And your blind spot, the 5 of Knives, the 4 of Coins, and the 7 of Coins. All right, so what I'm seeing here, group number 2, is that you're really working on some sort of expansion in your life right now. There's been skills you've really built up and you want to go further with them, or turn them into a business, or do lectures and speak to people. You really want to communicate all that you've been working on. And that's your conscious self, and your unconscious is wanting that success and wanting to move forward in the next part of this journey with expansion and being recognized for all the work that you've put into something. But the part of yourself you conceal that you don't want others to know about you is the fact that perhaps with this blind spot in mind here, perhaps there's something you're willfully ignoring that factors into what you're doing. So, for example, perhaps starting a YouTube channel to make yourself more known and recognized and visible. Putting yourself out there, being vigilant in that way so people can actually recognize what you're doing. And for others of you where it's been seeking spiritually, it might not be like a project or a business. It's not realizing that maybe a different way to expand should be considered. So say you're someone who really focuses on magic, but you don't really like meditation. Or vice versa, you're someone who loves meditation but thinks, the ritual or symbolic perspective is moot. Something that you don't want to consider because maybe it's not your cup of tea, but it wouldn't hurt to look into it. And then here's your blind spot. So it's like wanting to expand but not wanting to at the same time, because it seems to me like you want to do it in your own way. You're very stubborn about it, but that keeps you in limbo and keeps you fighting with yourself about whether or not you should be doing something. There's opportunities and being able to reap this harvest, but there's also something in there that prevents you from moving forward to the next step. And this is a big indecision because you want it done in a very specific way, but the universe doesn't work that way. your way isn't always the best way for you or the highest good way. So group number 3, no, sorry, group number 2. Maybe this will resonate with group number 3 as well. But group number 2, I feel like sometimes you don't like to compromise with the way in which you want to do things, either if that is a spiritual pursuit or a business pursuit or both, but consider other ways, because continuing to be stubborn isn't going to get you where you want to go. Consider these other options that you might have thought was distasteful to you. At least give them a chance. Okay, so I'm going to pull a fairy card for you, group number 2. Okay, so we have a couple that came out. So there's this card, and then this card. So, all right, group number 2. This is very much in line with what I saw here in your blind spot. Don't be so stubborn in the way you want things done that it continues to frustrate you. You know, this might also have to do with other people goading you on. You've like felt really defensive about how you do things as a result because you've experienced that in your life. Whether people say, oh, like, that's stupid, or I wouldn't do it that way. And so you're kind of defensive when it comes to any suggestion at all because of the way people have treated you in your life. And that is understandable, but at the same time, it can keep you unfocused. This card is all about, this message is all about this man refusing to let the little things bother him and move forward and focus on what it is that he would like to bring to fruition. So this is a card of not focusing on what other people may say to you about how to do things, but the balance is also not being so stubborn that you don't consider anything other than what you want. So being uncompromising. But sometimes we have to compromise in order to make our dreams come true, you know? And that's the message I'm getting for you, group number 2. Don't punish yourself by continuing to be in this loop of feeling like you're frustrated and not getting anywhere, because you refuse to compromise or to consider other things, because you really want to expand and you will. And I'm stuttering while I'm saying this. It's like it's really, really, really frustrating for you. And I really feel that. I really feel that coming through. But I want it that way. Okay, you can have it, but consider other ways too, group number 2. It's a whole wide world out there, you know? Yeah, because there's this ascension that's happening for you. Things will improve and lift up for you. Yeah, look, this is the Sun in this deck, the most positive card. People will see what you have to offer and see that you put a lot of work into what you're doing, just like this delicious homemade cornbread. It's just a matter of presentation, being visible like the sun. Exactly. So, group number 2, let me know if this was helpful to you. And comment, I'd love to hear your feedback. And have a blessed day. Stay blessed. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the citron, or citrine, however you like to pronounce it. I like citron. But this is a stone that I personally associate with prospects, with confidence, with money, with self-value and self-worth, with, again, because it's orange, the sacral chakra, how your creativity could be tied in with this group number 3. So again, your blind spot might be how not having faith in your own talents and abilities might affect what energies you're attracting into your life. Like, for example, this painting here, I painted myself actually. Oh, like, you know, that's nice, but, you know, no one's going to like it, thinking stuff like that. So you might have a problem with downplaying your own talents and abilities and what they're worth. So I feel like group number 3, this is part of your blind spot. All right. So I'm going to pull you some cards, some tarot. And if something is like slow moving for you, that's a message I'm getting, don't worry. Sometimes good things take time. Okay. So you have the 6 of coins, the 6 of pentacles, Ace of swords, 3 sticks, the 2 of knives again. So we had this in the exact same position for group number 2. And your blind spot of strength. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So, part of yourself you're consciously aware of and project to others, group number 3, is the fact that, you know, there's things you need or want to do. Like, there's this real need to be able to express yourself and wanting to take a chance on certain things and feeling like other people will support what you do. I feel like that's part of your insecurity as well, is you really would like that love and support, but sometimes it makes you feel uneasy. It's like gambling, you know, everything or nothing, that sort of attitude as well. But I feel, again, another message with this card is you already have what you need to succeed as well, group number 3. And with your unconscious driving forces, you know, I feel like this is a perspective shift. Maybe perhaps feeling like you're going to be stuck waiting for something forever to occur for you. Taking that next part of the journey. And perhaps your change, again, like I said, with that self-talk with the mind, will help move you forward in the direction that you've been wanting to take. Having more confidence, letting what you do inspire you as well, recognizing those talents and how they could be implemented, moving you forward into the next part of the journey with positive self-talk. Positivity in the mind moves the body forward. And again, part of yourself you conceal, you don't want others to know about you, is this 2 of knives. Again, willful ignorance, not wanting to see these things, or, you know, to be coy with other people and like agree with them, but then you might, you know, decide not to act on something. Or also saying, yeah, I totally, you totally get that you're talented. You're just worried about feeling naked in front of other people, you know? It's one thing if you show your friends because you think, oh, they'll put in a nice word for me because they're, you know, they're my friends and they don't want to hurt me. But you might feel like other people might just shoot you down because you might have experienced that before, or people who've just brushed you off. So other people not acknowledging you and your life and your talents might have imprinted on you over time. That is something that'll soon be changing for you, because in your blind spot, group number 3, is the strength you have, those talents and abilities, those skills you've been honing, you know. And a great saying for this card in your blind spot is, the universe gives you what you can handle. And that is encapsulated in this card. All the things that you've gone through, you know, within self-talk and self-limitation, has been preparing you for the next part of your journey. You can handle it. You will come into the fullness of your power because of all the effort you've put into things behind the scenes. You make them present in the world, they will pay off. You just have to give it time. That's what I'm getting, group number 3. And let me pull you some fairy cards here. Yeah, you are developing, group number 3, developing. Maybe you work in video games as well. That might resonate for some of you. Okay, so we have this card, and then we have this card. So I'll talk about this one first. So this card is about you and like your new creations. So symbolized by newborn babe, right? You and those new creations you put out there will be appreciated by other people. They just need more development. That is all. That is all. Plain and simple. You work on it, you put it out there, people will see how much you've grown, and those who will be there for you will be. What is yours will come to you. What is meant for you will always be. And then with this card, this is a card of enlightenment. So I always notice on this card too, how you can see in her head that it's like a halo, it's enlightened. I feel like you are really being inspired. There's a lot that's lighting up your mind. You have all these ideas. Focus on them. Maintain your focus in developing what it is that is your talent, whether that's, computer programming, music, art, photography, a knack for business, whatever it is. Oh, dance as well. Whatever it is, just keep working on it, keep developing it, because that is all that is needed for you to truly believe that you are empowered. The universe gives you what you can handle. And that's what I'm seeing for you, group number 3. Yeah, because again, this card is about making wishes come true, and symbolized by this young kid here is it's just beginning for you. It's just beginning, but it is happening. And the 5 of Cups. So again, some sort of limiting tendency for you might be to focus on maybe some past projects you worked on that didn't really pan out for you. And you might think since that didn't work out, then nothing else will. But you have to let go. Let go of that, because that is definitely not now. What you've been working on, the ideas that you have is. So that's what I'm getting for you, group number 3. Let me know if it resonated with you, and comment below. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. And this is the stone you chose, and this is ocean jasper. And I actually have a story behind this. I remember I was out east for a vacation several years ago, and I was walking along the beach, and I looked at this rock. But when I first saw it, I was like, I thought the design on it was like bird poo or something, so I looked away. But something about it made me double take, and I picked it up and I realized it wasn't that. It was an actual stone. And only recently did my cousin, Patricia, point out to me that this is ocean jasper. And for years I looked up stuff and I thought, oh my God, I'll just never know what this stone is. But a couple months ago, she looked at it in 2 seconds and said, oh, that's ocean jasper. So that's the story behind the stone. And I feel like for you, group number 4, it's something similar where, it doesn't hurt, like your blind spot is it doesn't hurt to ask for help with something that might need someone's personal expertise. Some things you won't learn or find in books, whether that's a spiritual pursuit or a specialization of some sort. Maybe you're someone who doesn't like to ask for help and you like to figure out everything on your own. But I feel like your blind spot has to do with something you love and care about, asking for assistance or help, and identifying something in your life. This could even be like a life coach or something as well. But whatever it is, sometimes asking for help is not a bad thing. because it might just bring clarity to something that's been going on for years for you that you might not have been able to figure out or identify yourself. So that's the message I'm getting with this stone, group number 4. So let's take a look. Okay. Hi, group number 4. I apologize. I'm filming on a phone right now, and the most I could go to is 33 minutes at a time. So that is why all your cards are out. It's because I did the reading and then I realized I didn't record. So sorry. Round number 2. So part of stuff you're consciously aware of and project to others is the fact that you're really working on a project or an idea. You're a real go-getter. You're someone who really wants to bring a vision to fruition. But I feel like part of your problem and issue is not allowing other people you work with, or maybe this is a group project, not delegating to other people what could be helpful to you. Because they don't know unless you tell them. So ask and you shall receive. They will give you help. You just need to ask for it. Because part of being able to achieve something to the fullest of your ability is allowing for rest, rejuvenation, recharging your batteries. And everyone can get equal rest and put equal effort into that when that is considered for everyone. So allow a new balance to come through to you where you actually accept help from other people. And I'm not saying, accept help from anyone. Be discerning, obviously. But you have good people around you that are willing to help you. Because part of stuff you conceal that you don't want others to know about you is you really want this to go well. You really want victory. But part of victory is delegating people to their specialized skills and allowing them to help you with your vision. The man in this card, he didn't build this train by himself. There's a lot that goes into that. There's people who are specialized in designing, and then the workers that come in to build the railroad, people who build the engines and fashion all this metal, the people that ship in the coal, the people that consider the mechanical inner workings of this. There's so much that goes into any project, vision, or idea that obviously you have to allow people to do their job. Or delegate those jobs to people where that's their niche, that's their specialization. And then you can all enjoy this vision unfolding. Because I feel like a block for you with not considering this is you really don't want your vision compromised. Because that's the message I got. I'm getting the 5 of Cups in my mind because before it might have seemed to you that compromising might lead to your demise in some way, whether that's through past experience or what. But that's something you need to work through, group number 4. Because your blind spot is actually considering a different way. Thinking, because this is the Hermit, this is thinking about situations in your life where you might have actually benefited from the help of other people. Or maybe for you counted on people to do their job or to help you in some way, and they just weren't there for you. So now you have this distrust about people doing what they will say. People who are as good as their word is their bond. That's who you should invite in your life, group number 4. Is allowing people to do their job. Well, they'll actually help you, and you assessing their character and know that they will do that. I feel like this is an exercise in trust for you, group number 4, because of how deeply you care about what you're working on. And the card that I pulled from the fairy deck is this one, and this one is all about, again, very much in tune with all the other messages, is allowing other people to help you. This figure here has gone through setbacks, taking everything on themselves, and these swans and these birds are coming in to say, I will help you. Ask and you shall receive. You have to ask. But again, other people, because they respect you, know that if they've even hinted at that, you just shoot them down. But you shoot down the prospect of, you know, making your visions a reality when you shoot down other people helping you. Consider that, please, group number 4. You have to let people know if they're going to help you because they understand that you put up a boundary there. So please consider that, group number 4. Because on the back here, this is all about considering the perspectives of other people, how you benefit from that dialogue. And another thing too, if you think about it, there's like birds in here, and then there's an owl here. So really benefiting from each other's perspective, because these birds here that live in the air, you know, they can see through the trees and the clouds. They have like an unlimited perspective about the big picture, while this person here insists like, no, that's the way forward and that's the only way, but they're without the benefit of that perspective. So just consider other people's perspective. And another bird here too. So if you're someone who sees a lot of birds, or you notice like maybe birds pooping on your car or something, that's another message too, because you see all these feathers here as well. A changing your mind and thought, because again, this is someone who's really confident in what they're doing, but they see the opportunity in co-creation and collaboration with others. So group number 4, I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know in the comments below. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day.